I didn't do any morning training. Reason is I sick. I know, man. I'm sick. I've got a runny nose. My throat hurts. And I just feel tired a lot of times. You know, my eyes always get watery. But yeah, I feel so sick, man. I was sick as well yesterday. So when I did the morning training, I couldn't really function properly. First of all, I couldn't breathe properly. I don't know if it was just because my throat was hurting me so much. You know what I'm saying? My throat was like killing me. And then I had my shirt collar and my tie, which is really, really tight on me. So I took it off. That really summoned the pressure just a bit, but you know, it was still quite hard to breathe. Or I got out of breath way too easy. My brain couldn't function to control the ball a lot of times. And I just got frustrated, man. I decided to quit my training for that day and just say, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. And I've never had to do that before in my life. So yeah, today I just decided not to do that training. It's not any excuses or anything like that. It's just my body can't function and I can't get the best out of my training sessions if my body can't function. So I'm going to take a bit of a rest. There's no football tomorrow. If it was on, I would have went. But there is a match going on, which is Spain versus Germany. I believe the under-17s. And I will not be attending that match. No way. But one of the things I wanted to say is I was watching a guy called Brandon. I can't remember what his name is. And he was explaining that football is very expensive. For example, one of his things that he said is, if you're doing, like, I don't know, a one-on-one training session with someone, or coach, or someone like that, more likely that someone is going to charge you money, of course. But how much money? Realistically, I've asked for one-on-one training, or some people came up to me and gave me, like, maybe a card for one-on-one training, and the prices was like, what? Okay, £20 a week, £50 a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, are you... What? And the next thing is facilities. I mean, you can barely find a training field that's basically for free. I'm like, what the hell, man? So stupid, man. Especially that football is basically the #1 sport in the UK. And that's why, if you don't play for an academy yet, it's very, very difficult for you. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult for you. And it is sad for people who really don't have the money. But how can I improve if I ain't got the money to buy any of this stuff? I'm not an expert on this, but I've got a bit of tips. First of all, train whenever you can. It doesn't have to be, I mean, you don't have to always train in the best pitches, posh pitches, the best quality pitches. If there's a big field that you can use it. I know fields that have goals but with no nets on. There was once in the 100-day challenge where there was a goal and I decided to do my football training in that goal, but the goal had no net. Imagine I must have traveled like about an hour journey just to find a goal with no net. And if you ain't got the money, then that's going to be almost impossible for you to come back. Even if you are doing the training, it's going to be almost impossible. Almost. It's not impossible, it's almost, guys, okay? And that can slowly link into this question of, you're doing the training, like you're putting in the work, but you're not getting the results in the match. One thing I can say is just keep going with yourself, because it is difficult. Training individually is difficult. I mean, for example, if you're an attacker or you're a dribbler, you know what I'm saying, and you want to learn to beat players one-on-one, as obviously you can always use a cone, but realistically you ain't gonna have cones in the match. You want real defenders to make it more match realistic, and that is really hard to try recreate in an individual session. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a striker and you want to score more goals, and you ain't even got a goal, it's also hard to try recreate. But in those situations, you have to make use of what you've got. There's no point of complaining that I haven't got a goal, I haven't got a defender, I haven't got any cones. You don't need any of that. You just need your mind, your heart, and any free space. And you can literally find any free space. Make use of what you have, because I guarantee if you put in the work, Someday you'll look back at these moments and you'll say to yourself, wow, man, how on earth was I struggling to pay my monthly rents for football, my monthly fees? How on earth could I not afford £5 hurdles? You know what I'm saying? And every time I go football on Fridays, I wear my same kit, my Solihull Moors kit. I didn't pay for that. When I was at my old team, Solihull Moors, we had to get ourselves a kit, like a matching tracksuit that everyone would wear. I could not afford that. I couldn't even afford monthly fees. Hell, I couldn't afford that. It cost me £50. Luckily, I had a nice manager, and he actually bought me the full set of kit. He bought me, and luckily I had a nice manager, and he bought me the kit. So you just gotta make use of what you have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Oh, I'm not complaining that I don't get a lot of stuff. I'm not complaining that. You gotta make use of what you have, because I promise you, man. Even if you ain't got some of this stuff, you can still use the stuff around you to emulate those equipment that you need. For example, if you need a hurdle, you can just do things in the air. If you need the hurdles, you can just do high knees in the air. If you're doing the ladders, you can either just get sticks, maybe, or stones, and put a pile of stones on the floor. Or, I'm just giving you ideas. You don't even need stones or anything. You can just use the air. You know what I'm saying? Just pretend there's a bunch of ladders on the floor and try to emulate the ladders. You know what I'm saying? So never use anything as an excuse. So never use anything as an excuse of, I don't have money, I can't do this, because I don't either. But I'm still here, putting in the work. Not today, of course. I'm definitely not tomorrow as well. Because the way I'm going, I feel like I'm about to pass out. But you never make any excuses. And if you really, really, truly, truly do believe in it, you would make it happen. Those that give, receive. Don't focus on being a receiver. Just focus on being a giver first. Focus on getting yourself out on that training ground. Focus on getting yourself out on that training ground. Focus on giving your absolute best attempt on the drills, sessions. Focus on putting your absolute 100%, 110% on the drills, sessions, or training. Sessions. Focus on giving you all the time, and then you'll receive. Don't expect things to come easily. Don't expect, and slowly, over periods of time, slowly, you'll begin to get bigger, a bigger reward, bigger. That's all I gotta say. Peace. The phone's hot, fam. Jesus.